Hey, what's up, collective? I am Unconventional Jack, and welcome back to my altar. Um, Starting off with the Snitch Bitch Oracle, okay? Because spirit is still snitching, okay? So the card says you're using Yoni steams to clear a spirit you keep letting back in, okay? So collective, this card is pulled from the flesh realm. This is when the body said yes, but the soul whispers no. So, this lets me know that desire is surrender for you. Okay, remember in the video with the Joker where he was saying desire is surrender, surrender desire, or some crap like that. And it's I kind of feel like there's might be spell work going on here. I don't know. I'm just free flowing right now, okay? But the key word here is re-entry. So I want to know why is the collective allowing this energy to re-enter while being aware that you're having to use feminine hygiene products to keep your pH balance in place, in alignment. Every time you know you lay down with a dirty, unclean spirit. Okay? So, you're not cleansing, you're resetting the karmic loop every time they return. So, some of y'all are resetting your body back to balance, but every time you lay down with this person, you're going back through the cycle again. You ain't tired. You know what I mean? Like, you're not fed up yet. So, spiritual what you're doing is, it's like spiritual rituals that's masking this addiction. Okay? So, true release requires energetic distance, not detox. I mean, you can use detox. Let's just say no more detox. How about that? So, at some point, you're going to have to affirm that I no longer open myself to what weakens me. So what is the shadow energy here for the collective? What give me 3 shadow energies that the collective is sitting in to tolerate such behaviors. I want to know the lies that they're believing, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, Aimless is here. You're aimless, purposeless, unguided, and you're wasting your time. Yeah. But you need to get ready to, you need to try to find your target. You know what your target is, though. That's the thing. You know the target. You have an excessive shadow. You're imbalanced, okay? In this situation, you've become a slave to it. Okay? Now, this intolerant shadow, it have you biased and narrow-minded. So, what are the lies that are being told here? I'm going to use the lie detector deck. Yeah, let's see. And we're going to get into the strong man. Then we're going to do, okay. These are the lies. Oh, I got one truth card. Hello. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what is going on with the collective. Let's start with that one truth card since it's on my further left side. They are staying because they care and love you. They want to make it work and make it last. It says they like being around you in order to keep tabs on you. They want to know your every move. there is a warrant out for their arrest. They aren't innocent, as they claim they were. Sound like somebody done got into some stuff. And then you have your neighbor is taking notes. Watch out for that 227. Mistalk a lot. Ooh. All right. We're going to keep these out. I'm going to come back to this. So, let's pull from the Chosen Oracle deck. And then I'm going to go to the streets. Now, let's see what the streets are having to say. The streets are talking. Volume 1 and 2. The streets are talking. So, yeah, somebody has an ex that keeps coming between the relationship. And it have you guarded. And you could be ready to beat up on the ex. Okay, it says, my body, my choice terminated a pregnancy. Let's see. Yeah, this card keep coming out. You might have met somebody at work and you find out that your partner is messing with somebody else at work. Yeah, because I see business work affair and then work relationship came out first. But instant karma is here, okay? Because it looks like, yeah, instant karma is here. There is a new person, because this falls up under the X keeps coming in between your relationship. And see, this no is here up under it, because maybe your spiritual team had been something's been trying to tell you, but you wasn't believing it. And so for some of y'all may walk around here with shades. Okay. Can't tell you nothing. This screams Aquarius energy to me. This person could be an Aquarius who is, going through this situation. I don't know. But there is a new person here. An unexpected pregnancy is here as well. As your person could be a toxic narcissist, because this card came out next. The bottom of the deck, though, is I'm no longer happy in this relationship. Collective, that's no. This look like this is some unexpected news. But however, your person was emotionally immature anyway. Yeah, so, and I'm going to show you. Look, it says, I'm no longer happy in this relationship. You could be a person that cooked for this man a lot. And when he said that, it just took you by surprise, okay? But your person was a boy. They refuse to grow up, make promises they know they don't plan on keeping, still at home with their parents. Ooh, child. And look, their parents like you for him or them. Yeah. So, let's use the Chosen Journey Oracle deck, and I'm just going to see what you're being called to do, how you've been called to move. You got Aries here. You could be called to take lead of your life right now, going for what you know. Yeah, you got the solar plexus card, self-esteem, clarity of judgment, self-discipline, personal power. You're being called to tap into the leadership. You've been called to step into the leadership side of yourself, your inner Aries. Okay, some of y'all could be Aries 7th house or 8th house. That's a dynamic of relationships. And strengthen your solar plexus energy, because this is self-assurance energy, so that you can stand as the King of Cups. Okay. give me more. I need at least 4 more cards. Yeah. See, you got options here. And it's not necessarily options. This is you in your head. This kind of reminds me of the 7 of Cups. This is you having to make a decision. This is you actually weighing the pros and the cons of the relationship. But baby, if you're using Yoni steams to clear a spirit you keep letting back in, honey, you know what to do. Neptune is here. Yeah, you've been called to come out of dream state. Okay. Some of y'all could have a strong Pisces placement. It could be a Pisces moon. Let's see. Yeah, you got to be, because 5D is here. This is an intuitive card. You're divinely guided, okay? With next to Neptune and under the King of Cups, this tells me you knows what to do. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What's the overall energy? Yeah, look, crown chakra. Listen to yourself. This is the overall energy. You might do a lot of astral traveling. So, what does, let me see, the collective need to, let's see. I was going to say burn and release, but I'm not going to, this is not going to be a long video here. Because I got to go to work. Oh, but I'm here, okay? I am here. Okay. So an ego death is having to be had right now. Yeah. Obsession is here. So you was definitely in your ego when it came down to this relationship. You had given it your all. Ooh, I just heard Clarissa Shields type of. But I don't think her relationship is, I don't know. I don't know why I'm thinking about Clarissa Shields. This reminds me of a Pisces in love. You really can't, you know, they are the my man type of people. My man, my man. And, you know, they look for bright futures ahead, and they don't set boundaries around love. This is why they keep having to use Yoni steams to keep their pH balance in check. Okay? So, at some point, like I said, you're going to have to say, I no longer open myself to what weakens me. But before you get to that, you're going to have an ego death and come out of obsessing over the relationship. Now, what is this Neptune? Being naive, illusions, confused mental vagueness, deception, shadow self, manipulation, addictions, trickery. Yeah, some of y'all created your own world. This is why obsession is here. No amount of obsessing is going to make a situation better. Find a way to let it go. Ego can never really die. It can only be made conscious so that it no longer runs your life. Be mindful of it and don't allow it to limit you. Okay? Closed doors are blessings. Okay? It says, if something you are hoping for doesn't happen, know that something even better will. Bottom of the deck. Awakening. So you're awakening too. You're getting to know who you truly are on a soul level here with this 5D card coming out. But you had to come out of this daydreaming energy, this 7 of Cups energy, and start really tuning into your psychic abilities. Because in reverse, you was in your shadow self. This is why obsession is here. Okay? Wait. You step into the King of Cups. You enter the 5D. You begin to evolve, okay? You begin to be divinely guided. The door will close, but guess what? The shift is in alignment. So let's do the unshakable peace card. Yeah. This is my last video for today. It says, don't run from the darkness. Embrace your shadow side. What aspect of yourself have you been afraid to look at or address? And see, this card is 28. It breaks down to a number 10. So this lets me know that you need to close a cycle. You're at the World card and you're at your new beginning. So you know that this relationship is at it has flatlined. That's what you know. So, 28. In this video, I'm not trying to shame you, okay? Let me see. It is safe to look at your shadows. To move forward in your life, you must look at the pieces you have been afraid to see. Be honest with yourself about what you have been hiding from. The dark parts of you, your insecurities, doubts, and deepest fears are part of you as well. It is not something to judge or condemn. From a spiritual perspective, there is no good or bad, just areas that need more love. Look at your shadows as a mother would her own child. Embrace them and love them for everything, for trying so hard to protect you. Did I pull shadow cards? I think I did. I did. So again, aimless shadow, excessive shadow, and intolerance shadow. So your insecurities, doubts, and fears have done nothing wrong. They have simply tried to keep you safe in what often feels like an unsafe world. Once you understand your wounds, emotional attachments, traumas, and pain, they are no longer needed in your life. You don't need to carry any of that fear forward. Your ego. Did we see ego there? I think we did. The fear of the shadow is part of you, but does not define you, okay? Recognize that you no longer need the ego's protection. Allow yourself to accept all of you and invite more light into your life. You can do this by saying, I choose to be the light. I accept myself fully and allow the light to illuminate my path. What aspects of myself have I been afraid to look at or address? How can I bring more light into this situation? So, I said I wasn't going to use this deck, but I'm going to use my deck. This is the Strongman Oracle card. So, let's see what this is the thing that gripped you. What strongman needs to be dethroned here? So the strongest man here is the imposter spirit. Okay, so I'm just saying pull another one. Ooh, child. So the imposter spirit is the confusion of voices. Confusion of voices. See, that's why we had the options card. But you know the truth, though. Ooh, you have an animal instinct here. Core wound, living from the trauma body. So, I'm just gonna read the card how it is, because the prompt says this is the journal prompt. It says, for imposter spirit, what spirit are you dealing with? You already know what you're dealing with. We saw Neptune, crown chakra, and what else did we see? 5D. And the King of Cups. Honey, you're psychic. Okay? You are well aware of what you're dealing with here. So there's the only voices that's confusing is yours. It's the indecision. It's the ego that you're battling with. A false spirit has been whispering half truths and inflating ego. So you've been inflating your ego. You've mistaken noise for guidance. But see, when you tap into that solar plexus, okay, and you allow your Neptune energy to vibrate in a high frequency, that's when that 5D energy, that King of Cups is gonna be upright, okay? And you're gonna have the strength to end what needs to be ended, I'm telling you. So test every spirit by your spirit. Your frequency is the axe. Their reaction is the fall. Raise your vibration, and the counterfeit cannot stand. The axe is laid at the tree. What spirit are you dealing with? Animal instinct. And see, this is the number 10 card. We're in a year 10 now. This is the cycle that's having to close. And this is what you're coming into the acknowledgement of, that you have had an animal instinct energy, living from the trauma body. And people who live from the trauma body, they may have a Scorpio 4th house, that rules the groanings. You may, sexual relationships will shame you here, okay? And I'm not trying to shame anybody. It's my job to speak the truth, okay? I'm here for you, okay? You bite before you breathe. You respond from survival, not from spirit. You're more than a trauma response. Rise as the divine human that you know you are. Where are you still reacting like prey? That's a journal prompt question. Did I have I did. Now, where is that card? I don't see it. I want to say it was number 28. I could be wrong. Where it says, don't run from the darkness, embrace your shadow side. Yeah, I don't see the card, though. Well, you have to look at the pieces of yourself that you've been hiding from to truly transform. I gotta finish my Empress Already deck. So let me pull, if you are a man out there, what are you needing to, because this is the silent cry of the Black Man deck. What have you in the imposter spirit and in the animal instinct? For some of y'all, it says, I was a good father, but they took my children. The erased legacy. Some of y'all, and this was a hard thing for you. And maybe when this happened to you, you turned into a beast. Because for the woman, where they're using Yoni steams to clear a spirit, but you keep letting them back in. You know, for the man, you could be using antibiotics or going to the doctor to clear up your stuff. So this is not just for women. This is for men too. Animal instinct. So it says, I was a good father, but they took my children. It says you tried, you showed up, you fought the system, you swallowed the pain, but they still labeled you absent, still weaponized your mistake. This card is for the man whose fatherhood was stolen by courts, by conflict, by lies. They never saw what I gave. This is what you cry. Only what I lacked. How do you reclaim your identity as a father when the world has tried to strip it from you? That's the question that you need to ask yourself. And know that your love still matters and your children still feel your soul, even across the distance. I need to finish my Empress already deck. For the women, well, I just keep this for you. So I feel like, no, I don't have another one. Okay. So what do you need to burn and release? What do you need to burn and release right now? All internal blockages created by myself or others are cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. You can write that and burn it in a safe bowl. All unhealthy addictions, codependencies, and pleasure-seeking behavior patterns are destroyed and cleared in spirit and in flesh. All childhood traumas and unhealed wounds are cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. So, you know what? I'm going to do a separate video on card number 51. Okay, so I just felt led to get this card because I saw animal instinct here. And of course, animal instinct could be for a distorted feminine energy, of course, but I don't know, I just felt led to use the Silent Cry card for the black, you know, the Silent Cry of the Black Man Oracle deck to include the men. Because, you know, it's just, the system is just, it's created to cater towards the women. And, you know, I'm a woman, so when I was creating the decks, especially the Snitch Bitch Oracle, you know, I was just thinking all, you know, mostly it was geared towards spirituality and, you know, issues that women go through and all that stuff. You know, so I'm happy that card 51 came out. I was a good father, but they took my children. So it's like the good guy that has gone bad. You see what I'm saying? Like, it caused you to live from trauma. It caused you to say, man, fuck this. I really don't give a care. I ain't got no reason to live type of, thing. I know that's kind of a bit harsh to say, but so so how do the collective need to heal themselves? Okay, insensitivity is here. You're insensitive to your body and to your needs. You lack unity and oneness with yourself. You're disconnected from the Most High. Insecurity, low self-worth. Difficulty making decisions. Okay, that's why that options card came out. Burn and release these energies. Okay, unconsciously judging others. This could be an issue for someone out there. Yeah. Let me leave you with the angel number, and I'm going to end this. Number 800, spiritual downloads. Prepare for new knowledge. Okay, this is an alert from your guides. See, that's why the 5D card came out, the King of Cups card, and Neptune came out. Your angels are indicating that you will be receiving new information in the form of realizations, wisdom, and emotions. Sit in meditation and focus your energy on opening your crown chakra, the top of the head, in preparation for this divine light. Picture loving light flowing into you with ease through the top of your head into your entire being. Your spiritual team is waiting on you. I am Unconventional Jack, and this is your message.